So, I'm going to be talking about all the activities that are available on board the ultramarine cruise to the Antarctic. We've categorized the activities in Antarctica into 5 major buckets, each offering its own thrill and excitement. Don't forget to check out our first hand experience video on traveling to Antarctica. It's on our channel and it'll give you a glimpse of what to expect and how it all turned out. So, coming first to the activities that are included in your package. The first one, helicopter ride. First, let's go to the top floor of the ship where the helicopter is located. One key feature that immediately caught my attention was the dual helicopter engine. This is the model Airbus H145. Apparently, it's very expensive. I don't know how much. It has twin engines so that in case, even if one fails, there's another one as a backup. Safety is paramount in Antarctica, and the redundancy of having two engines added an extra layer of reassurance. The engineers behind this expedition had not only prioritized safety but also the preservation of the pristine environment. A team of trained pilots and crew members facilitated a smooth onboarding process. Their expertise and familiarity with the challenging Antarctic conditions were evident, making the transition from the ship to the helicopter seamless. Safety briefings were comprehensive, and the crew's professionalism instilled a sense of calm, allowing us to immerse ourselves in the impending adventure fully. As the helicopter lifted off, the vastness of Antarctica unfolded beneath us. Glacial landscapes stretched as far as the eye could see, a mesmerizing panorama of ice and snow. The helicopter afforded us a unique perspective, allowing us to witness the grandeur of this frozen continent from a vantage point. The glaciers below, ancient and magnificent, unfolded like a grand spectacle. It wasn't just a ride, it was a front row seat to the greatest show on earth. In those suspended moments high above Antarctica, I realized this helicopter ride wasn't just a check mark on the itinerary, it was a pinch me, I'm dreaming experience, a joyride through frozen fantasy that made the whole trip seem like a cosmic adventure. If there's one thing you shouldn't skip in Antarctica, it's this, the chopper ride that turns ordinary moments into extraordinary memories. Now we'll be talking about paddleboarding and kayaking. These aren't your average paddle in the park experiences. They are the extra scoops of thrill on the already epic ice cream sundae. First things first, these aquatic escapades aren't bundled in your regular package. But here's the kicker, they are like the hottest concert tickets in town. Subject to availability, they vanish faster than a snowflake in the Antarctic sun. So, pro tip, book in advance or risk FOMO hitting during your expedition trip. Now, the gear situation. The crew's got your back. And this fleece jacket, and on top of this, they've given us a dry suit which I'll be wearing for the paddle excursion. It is a pretty interesting suit. I'm wearing it right now. Now I'm gonna look a little funny putting my hands and legs through this, so please bear with me. They provide the gear, and trust me, these folks are like Antarctic fashionistas. They know exactly what works in these frigid waters. And they have given us special gloves. So these are the gloves, and the life jacket goes on top of it. I think we're good. Before you go all Captain Antarctica with your paddle, there's a ritual. The safety instructions. They are thorough, they are serious, but they sprinkle in a dash of humor to keep things chill. Now let's dive into the juicy bits, our paddleboarding escapade.
Yeah. Now pop your feet in.
Sylvia, what did you want?
Perfect. Both. And now fun.
No more driver's seat.
Oh, wow. Alright, amidst?
Yeah. Should I get it?
Yes, we're ready for you. Look at that. You can scoot back a little bit more. I'll imply the please prevent you as I get in your space.
Thank you.
Alright, now paddle. You should be good forward. Go ahead and paddle forward.
Picture serene waters dotted with majestic icebergs, a crisp Antarctic breeze, and you, master of your paddleboard, gliding through the frozen wonderland. The tranquility is unreal, broken only by the gentle swoosh of your paddle and the distant squawks of penguins. It's an intimate tango with nature, dancing on the very waters that mark the edge of the world. Paddling through icy mazes, weaving between colossal ice sculptures, it's like navigating a frozen fantasy. In those moments, surrounded by the icy wonders of Antarctica, you realize this isn't just an adventure, it's a communion with nature's grandeur. If you thought the helicopter ride was the peak, wait until you dip your paddle in these icy waters. It's a game changer, my friends, and it's worth every shiver inducing moment. So, who's up for the coolest ride of their life? Now, moving on to the next activity, the polar plunge. In the realm of Antarctic adventures, this is the pinnacle of daring experiences.
So Neha is going for polar plunge.
No, we don't.
Solar plunge would be too hot.
Second day, kada?
So I'm gonna be supporting Neha. I'm gonna be cheering for her.
Relax. It's okay. Now, first things first, you're going to need that swimsuit. The crew won't let you take the plunge without. So make sure you toss that bikini or trunks into your luggage. It's your ticket to the Antarctic bragging rights experience. Safety, of course, takes center stage. Before you transform into a human iceberg, the crew ties a trusty rope around your waist. It's like a chilly lifeline ensuring you stay connected with the ship and, more importantly, with reality. They are pros at this, picking spots above calm waters for a plunge that's thrilling but safe. The water was colder than a snowman's handshake, and believe me, I questioned all the life choices as I took that leap. But oh boy, will it be a story to tell. The shock, the adrenaline, and the sheer what just happened feeling, it's an experience that etches itself into your memory like frost on a window. In those heart-pounding moments, I discovered a new level of boldness. The polar plunge isn't just a dip. It's a plunge into the heart of adventure, a splash into the unknown that leaves you shivering, smiling, and with a tale that'll warm you up for a lifetime. Now, moving on to the next activity, the Zodiac cruises. These nifty inflatable boats are your trusty chariots to navigate the white continent. First things first, safety is the name of the game. The adventure begins with the crew's meticulous instructions on how to board the Zodiac. It's like boarding a floating spaceship, and their guidance ensures we're all set for the adventure ahead. In Zodiac cruises, there are two flavors: leisure and landing. The leisure cruise is a poetic journey through the frozen panoramas of Antarctica, while the landing cruise acts as a nifty transport, ferrying explorers to the untrodden lands nearby. Let's delve into the magic of the leisure cruise. Picture yourself gliding through the frozen sea, surrounded by the towering ice formations that defy imagination. It's a visual feast of diverse ice sculptures, but the adventure doesn't stop at the surface. The leisure cruise is a window to the wildlife wonders of Antarctica. From the comfort of the Zodiac, you can witness penguins gracefully navigating the icy waters, and perhaps even the majestic tail of a whale breaking through the icy expanse. It's like a National Geographic expedition, but you're not just a spectator, you're part of the frozen action. Navigating through these icy monoliths offer a perspective that's both humbling and awe-inspiring. In those moments, surrounded by the silence of Antarctica, broken only by the creaking of ice, you realize the magic of Zodiac cruises. It's not just a ride, it's an immersion into the soul of icy wilderness. And there's the grand finale, a bonus whiskey celebration in the Zodiac at the end of the last day. It's a toast to camaraderie, the beauty of the Antarctic, and the memories of the frozen sea. So for all the fellow adventurers dreaming of an Antarctic odyssey, don't miss the Zodiac cruises. Our activity journey takes an exciting turn with landing cruises. Once we make landfall, the expedition team meticulously identifies safe trekking routes, providing us with an opportunity to explore the mesmerizing wildlife and landscapes. The treks lead us to incredible wildlife encounters with sprawling penguin colonies stealing the spotlight. Witnessing these adorable creatures in their natural habitat, waddling and playing amidst the frozen backdrop, is a sight that etches itself into the memory like a scene from a frozen fairy tale. It's like stumbling into an exclusive VIP gathering where the guests are decked out in tuxedos. And then there are the seals, the undisputed nap champions of Antarctica. Seals also find their haven in these icy realms, and we often stumble upon their resting spots during our treks. It's like discovering a secret sanctuary where these majestic creatures take refuge, offering an intimate glimpse into their daily lives. Let me share an incident from one such trek. We were trekking amidst a snowstorm. The world around us transformed into a surreal white canvas. Suddenly, as we trudged forward, we witnessed a spectacle that words struggle to describe. An avalanche on the opposite glacier unfolded before our eyes. Now, here's the thing. We were at a safe spot sipping our Antarctic hot cocoa when a glacier the size of a football field decided it was time to make a splash. It broke apart with a boom that echoed through the frozen air, and down it went into the sea. Spectacular doesn't cover it. It was like witnessing nature's mic drop moment. In those frozen minutes, surrounded by the Antarctic drama, we realized trekking here is not just a walk in the park, it's an invitation to the wildest, weirdest, and most spectacular show on earth. So, for all you adventure junkies dreaming of a frosty escapade, Antarctica is waiting to blow your mind. You've been hanging with me on this icy roller coaster, and now it's time for the grand finale. Brace yourselves because on our way to Antarctica, we glide through two mind blowing places, the legendary Cape Horn and the mesmerizing Beagle Channel. They are like the opening acts of our epic Antarctic journey. Cape Horn has winds that will sweep you off your feet and views that will make your heart race. And then there's the Beagle Channel, a masterpiece of nature with serene waters and mountains that look like they're straight out of a fantasy novel. Cruising through these jaw-dropping landscapes is like the appetizer before the main course, a sneak peek of the wonders that await us in Antarctica. We've cooked up a whole video dedicated solely to Cape Horn. It's a deep dive into maritime marvels filled with sailor tales, historical goosebumps, and vistas that are basically eye candy. If you're curious about Cape Horn, and trust me, you should be, check out the link in the description. Now, before we part ways, do share your thoughts in the comments. If you have any question, let me know. I'm happy to help. Also, give a thumbs up if you've been vibing with our adventure and smash that subscribe button. See you in the next one, my fellow adventurers.